and welcome to the Sneakerphiles podcast. I'm your host, Eugene. You can find us online at www.sneakerphiles.com. You can find us on Twitter at Sneakerphiles and on Instagram at Sneakerphiles_podcast. We are once again recording live from Stay Fresh, Canada's premier sneaker consignment store. You can find them at www.stayingfresh.ca. And to my right, we got
Joe.
And to his right, we got
it's Jason.
And to his right, we got
what's up, guys? It's Pierre.
All right, bringing the energy back up. Okay,
Fake news.
just
Fake media. Fake podcaster. Fake enthusiasm.
just a what do you call that? I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out. So, anyways, I'll just go through this real quick. Let it
out, dude. Let it out.
If you're listening to this right now, and it sounds a little bit weird, I don't know how I'm going to edit this later, but we recorded an hour and 20 minutes and found out that audio was absolutely corrupted and not usable. So if you hear this funny echoey thing later, then that means I've used the
stuttering.
If it doesn't sound as high quality as it used to be, not that it's the greatest, that means I've cut in the built-in microphone from the camera. But if I don't use that, then you won't be hearing that part. Basically, we talked about the off-white thing for an hour. But
so you didn't miss much.
Yeah.
You didn't miss much. Don't worry, guys.
Joe talked about his awesome...
Fievel goes east here. Joe goes to New York.
And Joe went to New York, and we talked about that for a bit. So maybe you'll hear that. Maybe you won't. We'll find out. So it might be another lost episode.
Fuck.
It's like...
There's one a year. There's always one a year.
Okay, we've used it.
Yeah.
But anyways, if that doesn't go through, we do have an exciting segment that we never got to and recorded
yet.
yet.
No, I don't have an audio bit for that.
Are you going to make
either.
one?
Next time.
Next time.
God damn it.
That's your job for next week. You got to work
So,
on one.
notice this is the episode I talk the least to. And this is the one that gets corrupted.
I wonder, it's a little
Fuck, he
convenient.
did it on purpose. He sabotaged it.
So,
Sabotage.
we've done this for 2 episodes in a row now, and I find it very refreshing pace. Like the change of pace that we usually go through instead of deep diving into something. We're going to scratch the surface of a multiple number of topics. How many topics are we going to do?
6.
Okay, so same as the last 2 weeks, 6 topics. And this segment is called Sorry to Interrupt, or
The Sneakerphiles STI.
STI. Everyone's favorite.
burning.
Because
Everyone's-
just keeps coming
so
back.
it looks like this STI is going to be permanent, guys.
Well, fuck.
For a couple of weeks until it.
Story of my life.
Yeah, it'll stick around.
Yeah,
You might not
it'll
feel
stick
it all
around.
the time.
If
but
it goes
No.
back, if it goes away, it'll come back again.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's infectious.
you
I
ready
love
to
it.
do this, guys?
Let's
We
do
are.
it.
So are you guys ready?
The rule of the
I'm
game
happy.
is 6 topics. We present them one at a time, and we have hard 3 minutes to discuss. And it's open-ended discussion, no right or wrong answers per se. But we do have Jason, who's the moderator of this segment. Okay.
Your mouth isn't going to line up to that.
God, it's gonna be the
gonna
best.
come through
I want to see that
I'm
one.
going to cut that in later.
Excellent. That'll look good. I like that.
So anyways,
Kung
Jason...
Fu Kenny.
So Jason, our moderator, is going to present us with the very first topic of the Sneakerphiles STI.
STI.
Hey, 3 minutes on the clock. Do we have a
Everyone
timekeeper ready?
Play along.
All right.
All right, here we go. I'm going to save one of these for the very last, which I think is the most interesting. And I saved it
Cool
because,
story. Let's go.
just...
How do you feel about the Off-White?
yeah. that was exactly it. Lost episode comes back. All right, so I don't know what
Who's
I
starting?
want.
you
You
can
guys
pick.
sort that out.
No, you pick. You're the
I
moderator,
pick?
Joe.
I pick.
Jason.
Okay, we'll start with Eugene.
Oh.
If you could create a story or design for a Jordan 11 Christmas release, what would it be and why?
Okay. For the Jordan 11 Christmas release, I would do a design, probably his comeback from his first retirement. Just because that shoe he came back to. I think his retirement year was the Jordan 10. So I would probably build some sort of story around how he came back. Maybe the fucking post Space Jam Jordan 11, so to speak. I'm not sure about the colorway or this or that, of what was going to look like. But I would build a story about his comeback from his very first retirement.
All right.
How about you, Joe? It's Joe, right?
Yeah, just waiting to see who exactly you were speaking with there. Christmas release Jordan 11. Oh boy.
Yeah. What would you story design?
Santa Claus.
If you
And
have
And I
one.
have to do this.
Yeah,
'cause
man.
Do you have
The
to?
11's
He doesn't
pretty-
fuck with theme shoes though.
The 11's pretty
You do an
iconic.
off-white Jordan 11.
Oh fuck. That's only funny because it's in a lost episode right now.
You might hear it. I might
Time
release
you
it
can't
later
get
on.
back.
Yeah, it really is. A theme shoe for an 11.
I didn't.
Good.
I didn't say a theme
What did
shoe.
you? Oh,
but
story.
if you want to call it a theme shoe, just
You're
makes
wasting
it sound
valuable
like shit.
time.
Anyway, go.
STI.
Figure it out.
Well, the moderator
Oh, yeah.
over here didn't quite elaborate on the question.
I
here,
got it,
whether it's
bitch.
You got the STI. That is true.
That's true.
Oh man.
Oh my
Next,
God.
Pierre, go.
Dude, you didn't get anything?
No,
I would
he
probably
loses.
do I don't know a lot about Jordan, so something that's close to him, like maybe like music, like favorite music, favorite rap
Alright.
groups, and put it into that. And he can always do Off-White too. So.
All right. How about you, Joe? So you got music. I got the comeback. How about you?
And you both said off white to some extent. Sons of bitches.
Off-white's the dopest.
The 11 is. I was conflicted when they released the cool gray colorway in 2000.
Don't be conflicted.
What
It's a
is the story
looking
of
shoe.
that?
Just because it wasn't original, and the
Still
11
look
is
nice looking
like
shoe.
Yeah.
I don't know, a story to go with it.
You don't
wanna
need a story. You even just throw down a design, maybe
Yeah,
a
man.
colorway that you think
A
would be
concept.
dope that's not out there.
Give me
Oh.
a concept.
Okay,
Off-white.
now we're
Red,
talking.
white with
Edmonton
crosses?
Oilers.
Oh!
But he doesn't like the Oilers.
But he's friends with
He doesn't
Gretzky.
need to.
Oh.
He's one of the pro stars.
Pro star! A pro star, Jordan!
yeah, there you go.
The connection.
There you go.
The connection.
Oh,
Look at that.
Finally.
Very nice.
They're missing out on a lot when the
With a
fucking-
side of Off-White, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of Off-White
Little
color.
bit
How about a
Creamy, dreamy off-white.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
a little side
Yeah.
of shut the hell up?
Oregon. Oregon on the side.
Who's Oregon?
No, it'd be patent in air quotes. Patent on the mudguard.
All right.
Shoelaces.
Yeah.
Creamy, dreamy. That's good.
what's
What
the-
about you, Jason?
Oh.
I would. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. It was just a question.
Hey,
Time's
Sorry,
up.
guys. Is it over?
No.
Oh, these are gonna. Oh,
Oh!
That's right.
cut off by the bell and Eugene. You know what else? Is
I'm
new?
actually Joe.
No, I meant Eugene.
I didn't cut
Thanks.
you off today.
No, I know, but usually it is.
All right.
All right. So next, what is the best sneaker collaboration of 2017 so far that's not tied to a charity or a cause?
Oh, you found a weakness.
And I mean,
you fucking serious?
just for you, Joe.
All right, I think Joe should go first.
Yeah, because you started. So
The
Joe
Yeah,
best-
that
first.
only
the-
makes
Yeah.
sense.
The best sneaker collab
Right.
that's not tied
So far,
to a charity
or-
And please don't take the
A
whole
cause
3 minutes. Cause
and
we want,
and cause is spelled
Yeah, of course it is.
K-A-W.
Air quotes.
No, I'm kidding. Just charity.
Go.
Let's go
Non-charity
with the
Off-white.
Haven,
so far, it hasn't been released
Haven
yet.
Ultra Boost.
Okay.
Crickets when I
Why?
said
Why?
that.
Why?
It was
Waterproof elements, water resistant elements.
Was that this year?
Yeah,
yeah,
All
the
right.
black
that
one.
Yeah,
go
sure.
on with.
Why
Yeah,
not?
fuck
Yeah.
you.
I don't know. I don't. Whatever.
You just got. I got nothing. I was gonna think of
Are
a
you gonna stick with
catchphrase
Haven?
there. Yep, water resistant
Wow.
elements because it's local shop in Vancouver.
Triple black, man.
You stole.
It makes you
stole
run faster,
Eugene's.
apparently.
You?
You, Pierre.
I would go Off-White, to be honest with you.
It's not even out yet.
Yeah, it's not out.
Not to release to date. When they listen to this, it'll release.
In November?
No, you're right. If that's the case, then I will have to pass it back to you. 'Cause
Quickly look on your phone.
I will
and
have
find
to
out a
pass it back to you.
collaboration.
It's not everyone's favorite. It's not even my favorite design, but my favorite collaboration.
Didn't he just
my
say-
favorite collaboration is Reigning Champ, local Vancouver.
Of this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
Really?
this-
Because that was the kind of.
yeah, but it's Reigning Champ, man. Anything that gives Reigning Champ recognition, I'm all for it.
Even if it's
Yeah.
bad recognition? Okay,
It's not
cool.
bad.
End of story. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
Next
come
one.
on.
Bing, 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 bing.
Well, Haven is local too, so what am I talking
Me
about?
would be cause. I think it's. So
You just
far.
said cause was not eligible.
No,
well,
the
I
other
meant
cause.
charity or cause, not cause.
Artistically speaking, that's
It's
why you like it?
Charity or cause. Artistically,
Yeah.
I
why
like
you like the
him, and
cause?
the shoes. The shoes decent.
I even have his clothes before they were defunct.
defunct.
Yeah.
We got to go back to Pierre before.
Yeah,
it runs
Pierre,
out.
quick.
What do you
Probably the
think?
Saucony ones then. I would
Which
do the
Saucony?
Saucony
Saucony.
whom?
The
Which one's your favorite?
The influencers, like
But which
that whole
one
release,
specifically?
the whole release, just the
That
fact
means
that
he doesn't know.
I don't know. I'm just trying to say smart for 3 minutes. But thanks, guys. No, that has
I
10
smelled that
shoes.
bullshit.
Drop 2's coming out this week.
Yeah, so which one? Any,
Oh, are you
any
saying
color?
any pack where there's 10 shoes is always awesome?
Yeah. What was the last? What's the next pack that has 10?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the 10. I like that. But anyways, mine's the best because it's Vancouver.
Oh,
and,
now you're saying,
they
oh
have-
yeah, yeah.
Mine is the best because there's
no,
10.
they had
Haven.
multiple shoes too. They had the
Haven.
Pure Boost, they had
Haven.
clothing, they had the
Haven.
Ultra Boost, and they also had another Pure Boost
But
and
mine-
Alpha Bounce Pierre's
Which
top
no
pick
one
of
liked.
2016. No. Pierre's.
was his
No
Alpha
one
I was
liked.
listening to a classic
Because.
episode, the best of 2016, and Pierre did like the Alpha Bounce quite a
Dude,
bit.
told you,
Oh
man.
my
Told
god,
you.
the Alpha Bounce.
Alpha
But the
Bounce.
cause, no one could even get it. So you can't
The
even,
Alpha Bounce is better than the
Cause for it?
Shadow Knit. Fucking anyway.
I win. Thank you.
Yeah, you argued that very well. That's
I'm
great.
passionate.
No, saying
You
you're
are.
the best. He's the Trump of the podcast.
What are you talking about?
Whoa.
Fact. I am the best.
Do you want to know any that released so far that were that
No,
you
man.
can think of? No,
man.
you guys,
Off-white.
you guys had pretty shitty
Off-white.
versions, but anyway.
You tried to pigeonhole me, you some bitch.
Some bitch. I know I did. That's the whole point.
Okay, we
I-
pre-decided
I
Pierre's gonna go
forced
first
you
on
to
the next
have.
round.
Okay,
Fair.
so this is a pretty simple one. I don't know if it'll last 3 minutes, but if you had extra money,
Off-white.
Nala.
Off-white.
would you buy a limited shoe?
No, yes,
Or
no.
would you create a bespoke?
What does bespoke mean?
Custom.
Dude, I don't know
Like
what it
legit custom.
Custom.
I would
Custom
buy-
said like
cut
go
and
buy
sew.
like or go limited shoe or get a custom done.
I'd get a limited shoe.
And which one would it be?
It would probably
Cost
be
for?
cost.
The off
The only one that he knows. One of the Saucony.
I don't know. Influencer.
There's 10 of them in there.
You can't name one.
There's a green one.
Awesome.
I
green one.
Ejected.
now we're talking about like
I got
the,
excited.
theoretically they cost the same amount of money, right? Let's just put it that way.
It's up to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You
I
could
would-
spend you had
I would
extra
buy-
money and
I would buy a limited shoe just because.
Yeah, dude.
I'm an investor, and I already know these.
Speculator is the
and I already know that limited edition shoes are very limited ones. They hold
so
on,
is a
hold on.
bespoke.
limited shoes
Like,
are
That
limited.
means
Hot
they-
take, people.
No.
Hot take.
That means the market value of those are already set.
You're
So
speculating.
you're a hype beast. You're
Your
more
Honor,
about
I
the-
object.
Anyway,
Speculation.
get the limited.
I like to take advantage of hype beasts when they want to fucking buy shit from me. And if I were to resell a shoe, there's a guaranteed profit margin for limited release.
What
shoes.
if they release that again?
So I'll still make money,
It will drop though. Like
but I'll still make money.
Speculation.
But like, how do you put a value on a one of one? You know, there's no value.
Yeah,
Not
they're
that there's no
priceless.
value.
but a
could
one
be.
of one is a custom.
And we
also.
just found out
Basic-
exactly Eugene's true colors
one
here
of
on the
one is a
Sneakerphile
custom.
STI.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I'm
give a
an
shit
investor.
about the
Investor.
culture.
Eugene-
Doesn't care about the culture. Bottom line is money
That's
over
not what
there.
I'm saying. man.
Eugene,
What
one-
Hypeless
one
Joe
of
would
one
do is he would
custom.
probably get himself a limited shoe, a little bit extra money. It's probably the Mars Yard 2.0 is probably where I'm heading.
That's pretty hypey.
Because that shoe has a great story, and I am sad I was not in New York to take part in the
should've said
Tom
that was your
Sachs
favorite collab.
Space Camp.
Could have been used for that too.
Well, that's funny because
Yeah.
like his shoe kind of crosses over on both sides, right?
on both sides of what?
yeah,
It
the-
straddles what exactly?
Oh, let's get into that. Well, it's like a limited shoe that was released to the general public, and it's kind of a custom shoe too, right? Kind of.
Yeah, so I win. Ding, ding.
It's not ding ding yet.
Ding ding.
Well, I think
No, I think we let Pierre talk. Pierre, what do you think about that
Yeah.
Saucony influencer pack as a whole?
The 10. The 10.
what's your
right?
top 3 Canadian Disney princesses?
I've been saying the Saucony for like 3 weeks.
The log
so
driver's wife.
The lumberjack's
You've
daughter.
got Fred Penner's daughter.
talking about.
Top 3 Saucony influencer shoes.
Yeah, quick.
I don't even know what the name of the pack is called, but I know they're like it was right there. But drop 2's coming out Friday. That's all.
All right, there you go. You
Perfect.
better get 10 of them. Anyways,
Thanks.
But yeah,
They're
Mars
only good
Yard
for 100. They're
2.0
only
No,
100 left.
still might be on the radar.
did I even say a shoe?
I would go and get a bespoke. Ding ding.
Yeah,
I
because
win.
you're a
Make your own.
customizer.
I would go to Mercer Street and go get myself a
Yeah, if we
Air
all
Max
win some
1.
cash, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Fucking just spend your money.
If
doesn't
I-
matter.
yeah,
You're
if I
gonna
have
die
cash, I'll
soon
do
anyway. Don't take your chances.
Welcome to the Nihilist podcast. with-
Okay.
No, we're doing the STI right now.
On the topic of
STI?
Eugene's
Off-white.
amazing speculative attitude. So here's question number. What are we on? 5?
4.
Sure.
4. 3.
4.
2.
We already went.
Whatever. I got
1.
2 more after this. Okay. Should sneakers be treated as investments or simply a utilitarian product?
All right, let me start this off. Okay.
Why are they so valuable? Who knows?
Okay.
Carry
First
on.
of all, sneakers, of course, is an investment. Anything that you buy and will increase in value can be considered an investment. Like,
But why are
classic-
shoes? There's nothing else on the market that
what is the
adds
question?
value. Like you buy a car, it fucking devalues you. Like what
Unless-
other things can
unless
you collect
it's
and
a
buy
car
or a house?
that's for some reason has made a mark in the historical sense of automobiles, and all these cars keep fucking dying out or being used.
Like a Honda Fit.
One day the Honda Fit's gonna have its
A
place.
dead stock Honda Fit OG all. Fuck boys.
Of course,
Right?
sneakers can be considered an investment.
All it takes is like a Initial D episode, and it's like up
The
again.
Honda Fit,
Just saying, like, remember when those old CRVs were like that,
the CRV.
or whatever
What's
they
a
are?
CRV? Quick,
No,
That's
it's
a SUV.
exactly. I don't see doing
Whatever it
drifting
is, dude.
mountain size with the SUV.
I'm not Fast and the Furious here. so-
Technically, the AE 86 is a Corolla.
What I'm trying to say, Eugene,
Corolla.
is that shoes are just shoes.
Sure.
You should be wearing.
Why not?
Hot take.
Yeah, you should
Shoes
wear
are
it.
shoes.
And Rolexes are just fucking watches, but they go up in value.
do they actually go up in value?
But they're made.
guaranteed to?
They're
According to the
guaranteed
commercials,
to.
No, they are.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Rolexes are
they don't
disgusting
tick
that
tock.
way.
Anyways,
You got to keep
think
them in
so.
good condition.
What?
Well, you got to keep them dead stock. You can't wear them.
No, you.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
that goes
I'm
down.
okay with that too. What if you have multiple
No,
pairs?
they get more. Yeah.
What if you have multiple pairs of cause fours?
What about it?
Is that not an investment at this point?
Sure.
There you go. You just answered
But
your question.
but I mean,
Which
should
is
it be an
agreement to
investment?
my-
Should shoes
Should
be?
you go
Yeah,
into
of
shoe-
course.
How did
No.
they ever become investments?
People
Why?
want them more than they make them. Done. Supply demand. This is the law. I am the law.
Judge Dredd over here.
And you, what do you think? Do you think shoes should be an investment?
No, of
or
course
should
not,
they be?
Because there's an element of cultural significance to it. You're in it for the wrong reasons.
So is
You're
everything
not-
that's
you're-
investable.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Anything that can be considered an investment has some sort of cultural impact, and that's why they're valuable.
That's true.
Not everything.
Okay, a lot of things that's not
Nike
currency.
Air Mags
Your
is a
house is
cultural.
not-
Nike Mag, there's no air.
Sorry, Nike Mags are a cultural. Has a culture impact,
Take your time. What?
right? And that's an investment.
Cultural impact?
Yeah.
Because it's pop culture, like you're trying to say.
Yeah, but that's culture.
Sorry, let me go back and recant and refocus that you are not a true member of that culture, the sneakerhead culture.
Oh, he didn't say anything about
was-
having to be involved with the sneaker culture. He just said, should it be an
He,
investment?
he asked me should and why. So that's the why, motherfucker, is because
Okay, but
you shouldn't.
No.
And the reason is,
I'm taking...
as someone who tends to expand and justify an answer, is because that is not the true intention of fucking shoes.
Of course not. I'm just saying that the investment...
Oh,
Suck it!
Wow.
so exciting for you.
I missed
Joe.
the lost episode.
So
much more
exciting for
calmer.
you.
The next one is Off-White.
What do you think of Off-White? No, I'm
White
just
Off.
kidding. What?
Wow. Okay.
Tasted bad. Oh, that's whiteout. Sorry.
Do you think Jordan Brand is running out of stories for its retro Jordan releases? How should they rectify this, or how should they move forward? Is there a plan? Is there no plan? Talk amongst yourselves.
All right,
Just
go,
like
Joe.
the stars in the universe, there's a lot of stories to go around.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Like sands through the hourglass.
Yeah.
These are
You can
the
always
days
make
of
up
our
stories.
So you
lives.
guys are saying that Jordan is okay, what they're doing now?
No, Jordan is absolutely running out of stories, and we're witnessing it by the
Flight-
proliferation of all of the fucking colorways. of
Flight jackets,
everything.
dude. Fuck flight jackets.
Well,
like, I don't
the
care.
fucking
Getting-
SNL jacket sixes that are coming out here. It's like I get a tinge, a tickle. There's a little titter of humor. Like, oh, cool, they did that.
Yeah.
But
Why
then
did
it's
they
like-
do
I
that?
can't wait to not buy it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's
yeah.
exactly it. Hey, cool. That's
Like they're
pretty
getting
neat.
dangerously close to releasing like the Jordan 4 gambling problems or something crazy.
Well, the one that it's called the homage, is that the one where they split
What?
the
Yeah,
Jordans?
yeah. The breads.
Isn't that just supposed to be like his divorce settlement?
Oh wow.
That's
Isn't that
funny.
around that time era?
No.
That's
It
hilarious.
was a joke. That was a joke. Or
Jason wants to
Is it
believe
bad
it's
joke?
real.
is that a sneaker joke? It's so bad.
That's pretty rude. If
that's
they
bad.
if they made a
know.
shoot to commemorate his separation from his wife.
I'm just saying it's around that time frame.
And now
Anyway.
we're hitting into flyknits of shoes.
That's new technology, though, man.
It's not
Come
that new.
on, that's-
Really? Have
been
you
a few
seen the
years.
Air Jordan 32? That's not so pretty either.
I haven't seen it yet.
That's not a retro. There's no story behind a 32.
Are they running? Is Jordan Brand running out of stories?
No,
I think they are.
They can explore more stories.
for Jordan Brown.
They can tell. They
Retro
do have the
releases, yeah.
license and ability to tell the same story over every 3 to 5 years. In my opinion. Very
on
okay with that.
repeat.
It's like when
Yeah.
they remake a movie, just
Yeah.
retell it a little bit.
No,
There's
no,
there's a
no.
prequel.
Those
Prequel
retros,
Jordan ones.
those retros that we want, we want them in the exact same detail, which is why we watch the movies we love over and over again, because we like the same things.
The
about
original.
If Jordan released like whatever they want to call it, the originals series of retros,
them. Remastered.
no, remaster is different. That's them trying to improve. I'm talking about like if they
'Kay.
released it like fucking 100% spec on, and like release it exactly the way that it was originally. Like I think there's a market in there.
But yeah, that's impossible though. I know what you're saying. I agree, but it's
course.
impossible. Lasting and
But you'd be
disintegrates.
sacrificing
Products disintegrate.
Yeah.
Leather
You're
quality,
sacrificing
stitching
on quality just-
Construction practices.
So if it was
disintegrate.
shitty back then, do it shitty again.
So you're catering,
and let the kids have
but
it.
you're going to
It's like, this
cater
is what we have to
towards
deal with.
culture
probably had
over
lead in the
technology.
paint.
Yeah, fine, that's fine.
Well, look at how
Sell it only in China.
how
I don't
that-
give a
those-
shit.
those-
Just give me a chance.
those polyurethane
China edition.
those polyurethane. Okay.
But I can see Jordan running out ideas, but at the same time, they can just rehash old ones. And
That's
people
what
will
I'm
still
saying.
eat it up.
Every 3 to 5 years, when a pair gets
Yeah.
beat up,
I think
enough,
that's why they should do collabs instead.
Like with whom?
Like white.
we
like-
don't. No, we don't. We do not accept
Like
that.
Off-White.
After the bell,
Like Off-White.
unacceptable.
There's no stories in that one.
Okay.
There's future stories because he just buy the part owner in the Florida Marlins.
Really?
So now there's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah, a
South
Marlins
Beach
color
colors
shoe.
and
Jordan
like-
11 Marlins
Actually,
color.
you do a good South Beach color.
Teal, black, and white.
There you
No,
go.
no, the lighter one, like the LeBron 9 Elites.
Oh.
That light gray with the hits of teal.
But
and
Marlins, though, you got to
See?
Marlins.
Well, he said South
They're
Beach.
creating stories and memories right now with that.
Wow.
It's gonna be amazing.
But there'll be P's at first, and then fucking it'll be.
Then Virgil gets a hold of it.
Jesus Christ. Last question, please.
Okay, I think this one's gonna be fun.
Yes. No. Maybe. Awful.
It will be.
Now.
No, it's not Off-White.
Google
Don't
it.
let
10 of them. 10 of them.
So we know that sneakers are synonymous with hip hop culture.
Are they?
I think so. I think they kind of go. There's like that Joe was just talking about history and culture and stuff and how they kind of mix together. So if some of the biggest rappers were still alive today,
I
what
like
would
this.
they be rocking?
So they
and
have to be dead.
why? And I'm going to give you who they are. I'm going to give each of you one,
Oh,
and then
is
you
this
have
a
to.
list?
Oh, I like this
We each
one.
get our
Just
own?
Finally,
each get
a,
your own.
Cool.
finally a good
What if I don't know who this artist
and
is?
you,
Then you're pathetic.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
you will know.
Uh-oh.
So
It's a lot of pressure now.
Soldier Boy? Who got Soldier Boy?
No,
He's still alive.
Please, baby Jesus, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. No,
I want Big Pun. No, I don't want Big Pun.
Okay, just give it.
Easy E, Tupac, Biggie. So we're
Give me 2 seconds.
so we're
Give
gonna
me 10
think
seconds.
about them as individuals, and we're gonna think about if in the world of influencing and stuff like that,
Okay.
which brands would they be tied to, or more so like what would they be rocking with their own personal style,
Okay.
based on what you know of them from their being alive at that era.
Okay.
Yeah. So who would like to start if they feel comfortable?
I'll
to
go.
start?
I'm ready
Okay.
if you guys want more.
Who are
time.
you again?
So
I got Pac.
Joe's got
Pac.
Tupac.
I got Pac. I think
Wow.
Pac's
Yep. Carry
What?
on. No,
Go.
Hey, Pac is a Reebok brand ambassador.
Lies.
At this point.
Lies.
He is a Reebok brand.
So he's gonna be
ambassador.
hanging out with the Weekend. Lies.
That's funny because the
Yeah,
Weekend's
Weeknd's
under
on
Puma's
Puma.
umbrella right
Never
now at this
mind.
point. So it'd be Pac and Kendrick actually.
Oh,
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, you thought about that. Okay.
So Reebok's heritage line is fantastic. I don't think that he would be in too many high tech models. I can see him in a workout. I can see him in that Club C85. I could see him in a lot of the heritage models that Reebok has. And then when it comes to taking a shot at the futuristic stuff, or the up-to-date current, rather, you want to call it. I think that he is also going to push for that.
So
Much
Reebok.
like The Weeknd is with Puma. He'll have his own silhouette that he inputs on, maybe keys in some design elements in more of a collaborative role. He's not going to have his own shoe like a Yeezy, unfortunately, at this point.
Okay,
All right.
I want
Let's
to go
go
next.
Okay.
I
You had
think
Biggie.
Fuck
I
this
think
up.
Biggie absolutely needs the boost technology to support himself, to lessen the stress of his foot. So it's gonna have to be Adidas, okay? And when you're in New York, you walk around quite a bit just because that's the nature of the landscape of New York. And with walking around so much, you need a shoe that's like good looking, very comfortable and supportive when you walk a lot. And Biggie does need that boost technology to support his enormous personality. And I think that would be a great fit for Biggie Smalls.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
P. Easy E.
I think Eazy-E is gonna be a truist. I think he's gonna stick to probably like an Adidas. Simple. I'm pretty sure he would rock Adidas. Nah, Joe.
Hey man, you
your
can't ask
choice.
for backup. Just go.
choice.
He makes that. Dude, he makes that
Psyching
face, and I
you
get
out,
scared.
bitch.
Yeah, dude. But I would probably do an Adidas. Probably just a superstar. He would probably not fuck with anything that Dre is making.
I don't know that.
Unless they hash it out again. But no, probably just Adidas. He'll probably do a lot of triple blacks. Anything in triple blacks, whether it's alpha bounces.
Interesting.
Easy in an alpha bounce. Okay, Nala.
Why not?
Nala is.
You got to remember, this
Yo,
is
this is my
nowadays,
this is
though.
my fantasy, dude. Don't
This is
take it
your
away.
fantasy.
I think Biggie Smalls would be the best spokesperson for the boost technology, better than Kanye ever will be.
Yeah, you're
because
gonna
he
have
would wear it out
Kanye
in one
and Biggie
day.
under that label. That's
No, man, I'm just.
Interesting.
Are you gonna pick?
oh,
a
fun
win?
fact. Allegedly,
Yeah.
Diddy. I don't know if you guys saw on.
Pete did.
Diddy was saying that there were talks to have Biggie in a Jordan.
Really?
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, there was going to be a Notorious B.I.G.
I
Jordan.
meant Jordan Brand.
Dude, if DJ, if DJ,
I'd
Khaled can get
like the
some-
listeners to kind of
Yeah.
throw down on Instagram or wherever their
Yeah.
responses, because
Yeah,
I'm curious
sound
to see
off.
what people. I would probably go with Joe on this one as mine. But
it's
my,
a
if
racial
you
thing.
want it, yeah, totally.
You don't even know anything
We're
about
almost
hip
the
hop.
same anyway.
You look the same to me.
So for me,
Slim
like
Shady?
if I was choosing stuff for them, when I was thinking and kind of researching a little bit about them, Tupac was a little bit like he wore lots of Nikes, but he also was into a little bit more high fashion stuff.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go with like Nike Lab or Visvim as kind of a thing for him. Notorious B.I.G. Would have been, he was, I mean, looking at the Coogee and the Gucci and the, all that kind of stuff. I would have went with the Fear of God sneaker boot, or the John Buscemi 100 millimeter. It's very flashy, kind of nice, high quality, kind
Right.
of more on that line. And then Easy would have been a Cortez or Air Force One.
You think he's a Nike guy? You think he's
yeah.
a Nike guy?
Yeah, West Coast was more Nike stuff.
But he was
Yeah.
in NWA, and they were back in the day, and they did Adidas.
What do you
No,
think
West
Eazy-E
Coast
would be doing
was-
right
West
now
Coast
if he were
was-
alive?
Fuck.
You
Edit that.
know?
Edit that.
Sorry, who?
Easy.
What do you think he'd be doing right now? Would he still be making records?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think he would still have a Jerry curl?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
It'd probably be thinned out and like
And kind of gray.
receded.
Well,
but it'd
Ice
be under a
Cube's
Raiders
not-
hat.
He'd be hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And don't forget that in Chronic 2001, Dre said that, fuck the beef.
Yeah, he said it's
I
all
miss
good. All in hindsight.
And I'm
though.
just being real with you.
He's selling records, man.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so the allegedly Bad Boy Entertainment had been in talks with some high-end footwear and as well as Jordan with making a Notorious tribute shoe.
Oh, there you go.
And
I
we
would-
may see something in the future, according to Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy,
Combs.
D Diddy Combs.
The thing about Jordan, man, they give it to everybody now.
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Off-White. Yo,
Everyone
he got a
got these.
Jordan, man. He got a Jordan. They gave it to him. They give it to everybody.
Mark Wahlberg gets one.
Oh, fuck. We might actually not be able to highlight why that's so funny because it's a lost episode.
You know what? I just made up this decision right now. This episode right now at 30 minutes is going to be exactly what it is, uncut and everything, and then blah, blah, maybe some cuts. Maybe some cuts. But this STI segment thing, I'm going to leave it as is. And on a separate episode, I'll call it like episode 58.1 or something. I'll have the raw... Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
I'll have the raw audio from the shitty camera mic, and I'll just upload it. So beware, it's gonna sound shitty, but at the same time, at least you can at least hear.
You should remix it, like remix episode where like you put stuff that Joe said that he didn't really say.
Kind of like how Chef died in like South Park episode.
You just do shit. Like, Off-White is the best.
I love Off-White. Virgil, shoes, yes, ever.
Yeah,
I could do that.
Right?
It might take some time.
It's like a Gonzo
I'm gonna
episode.
need to get a clock back here though of like that Seinfeld episode
So it
where
just
they chop
keeps
it up. It's like,
switching.
and then I saw sweet can, and I just sweet,
Sweet can.
sweet. Oh.
So, anyways, that was a fun experience tonight.
STIs are always fun.
So I don't know if you guys are still up to it, but I have a small announcement to make, and that is we kind
You're
of
pregnant?
Yes, but that's not what I want to announce. I kind of mentioned it last week, and if you guys are all in for it, I plan on doing a live podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I did some system checks and tests and everything. It seems to be working better than this piece of shit. And it's
As he says to his iMac.
Yeah. User.
Anyways, I'm going to have it all set up. So audio is going to sound just like this. So I'm going to use the same soundboard. I'm going to have multiple cameras set up. And we can switch everything on the fly. And then we're going to present it on a YouTube live stream. So if you're interested in watching us crash and burn live, because there's no edits on the live stream.
Don't be interested.
we
Just
don't
show
need
up,
edits.
please. Yeah.
Tune in.
Yeah.
To make this work, we need live people, right?
Yeah. We need not dead people,
Living
but live people. Yes, thank
living
you.
people.
So yeah, August 30th. That's a Wednesday night.
Correct.
So depending on if there's no technical errors, difficulties, and everything's fucking ship shape.
We will give you an STI.
Yeah, man, we will do an STI. And
Jason
Oh
will.
yeah, and then I
and
will.
then Jason has something
Shiz.
planned.
I do.
And it's gonna require a lot of feedback and probably a lot of your interactions on the live chat. And it's gonna start around maybe 7:30 our time in the Pacific Standard Time Zone.
Mm-hmm.
So in the East, that'll be around 10 to 10:30. It's a little bit late, but if you want to join us and catch the STI and play some games and watch how this whole thing unfolds live, because we've never done it before. Yeah, man. Sneakerphiles podcast on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the notification so you know when the podcast will go live. I'm not going to designate an exact time, but
How
around
big of a penalty will there be for you saying the words Off-White?
no penalty.
No penalty,
You
more
get
points.
bonus points.
Bonus points.
Yeah.
man.
We need like another bell. Eh?
Yeah.
We need a bell. We need a buzzer. We need a horn.
Yeah.
We need cowbell.
Can you make the bell deconstructed like the Jordan ones? How it was executed really well.
All right. And
Was that a joke?
and on that note, yeah, man, please tune in on the next episode, maybe live on YouTube live stream. So,
Cool. Sounds fun.
Wednesday, August 30th, if everyone's going to be able to make it.
I love you, Virgil.
You're not getting free shoes, dude. He's not going to customize your pair.
I love Virgil. I love Off-White.
Not as much as I do.
He's not that lucky. Written on the midsole.
So, for the Sneakerphiles podcast,
Virgil,
Diddy.
please.
I'm Eugene.
Hypeless Joe.
It's Kurtzistan.
Virgil from Off-White.
Happy hunting, guys.
See?